Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and today is Sunday. Once again, we're back to another mailbox clean out, and hopefully this week will be a little bit better than last week. Last week, as you see here, we only had 623,488 gold that we cleaned out. Luckily enough, we're already in the profit zone, so we're not having to worry about making enough to keep us out of the negative, basically. But coming up next week, it's going to be time to pay for tokens again, starting a new month. So we're going to be wanting to step up our game a little bit, hopefully. But anyway, as far as the recap goes, we were struggling on transmog, only made 161,000. Materials was decent, but not really too great. Again, though, materials is really just when I can get on and actually farm. It was at 265,000, and then toys and pets, actually not the worst. They've done 196,000, but definitely could be a lot better. We still, as far as the realms go, we still have Proudmoore doing the best. Thrall's picking it up a little bit, and Warmest Court is actually right behind Proudmoore. But yeah, as you can see here, so far we are still at a profit of 2,331,000, which really though I've spent some of that on buying Dragonflight for all the accounts, and stuff like that. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into what we've collected this week. And hopefully it can at least be better than that, closer to 1 million gold. That's always the goal right now, is to get above 1 million, and hopefully at some point be aiming for 2, where we were kind of before. So we just really been slacking compared to where we were before. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull that down. First off, as always, it's our Proudmoore group, and we're starting off with high value transmog, and then we'll switch over to Thorium Brotherhood, which is down here at the bottom. And so for high value transmog on Proudmoore, which transmog can sometimes sell pretty low on Proudmoore, but I would say in the past it sold pretty fast, but hasn't necessarily been selling all that fast lately. But anyway, 67,828 gold. Not too bad, I guess, with 6 sales. We do have a decent one here. First Mate hat sold for almost 57,000 gold. The primordial blood-soaked greaves for over 7,000. That's actually one of those pieces that come from the Throne of Thunder, or the Isle of Thunder, Throne of Thunder, Isle of Thunder. Sorry, my bad. And then just some low-value stuff here. Again, this is high value bank tune. Anything over 20,000 in region value gets sent over to this bank alt, but things do sell for cheaper. As you can see, we still actually have some for under 1,000, which is pretty bad. But anyway, that's what we have there. So let's go ahead and get that added to our sheet on the other screen over here. And get this added on, and then we'll be able to clear it out. All right, now that that's done, let's go ahead and take a look at our low value transmog. And I'm trying something new out, guys. If you saw a little delay there, sorry about that. I ended up hating the whole trying to use 2 keyboards, so I've got like a little switch here now where I switch it on and off. I might have to pull the switch a little bit closer, actually, because it seemed a little bit difficult to do here. So anyway, we got 16 items sold for low value transmog at 35,855. So not bad overall, I guess. I mean, that leaves us at like 90,000 in transmog alone for Proudmoore. Let's see, we sold primordial, again, 2 of those pieces, gauntlets and belt. 12,000 for the belt and 15,000 for the gauntlets. And the bad part is this is the low value bank tune, and the items over here sold for more than the primordial piece on the high value bank tune. But either way, we'll get that added onto our bank tune over here, or onto our sheet here, which actually it might just be easier just to do this right here. But then again, actually, I have the amount blocked on me. So actually, no, we'll keep on trying to switch and see if I can't pull this closer. Well, maybe not now. Oh, there we go. And we got 35, 8, 55. There we go. And then we'll switch it again. All right. Or actually, I know what I can do. I can just use the clickable buttons, actually, and we can just leave the keyboard over there on that screen. That'll work. Let's do that. All right. Now we'll go to our materials bank alt for Proudmoore, which is right here. And for that one, we've got 12 items sold, 53,810. And again, this does not get added into the realm totals for each realm, as they all share the same auction house, but still goes into our overall total. So 53,810 gold. We sold some primal water, 65 of them for over 11,000 gold. Primal air, 24 of those for over 7,000. Primal water once again for 19,000. And if you guys were, on my stream the other night, you will saw that that's what we were doing was primal water. And then later on that night, I did actually get back on and do some primal air farming. That's why you see some primal air. We actually sold one of the super cooling coolants for over 4,000 gold. Actually need to go back out to the wad farm with this group so we can get some more of those items, because you see, they sell for a decent amount. It's just a little bit of extra gold there for those. Plus, you have a chance to get the Black Rock Bulwark possibly. Which the last time we did do that farm, Scrog, who was in the farm, ended up getting it. I didn't get it, but he did. Anyway, primal water, 22 of those for over almost 5,000 gold. And some essence of water, 39 of them for over 2,000, which I was also getting doing the primal water farm. So it's kind of nice because you get both. But anyway, we'll go ahead and add that into our sheet here. 53,810. All right, and clear that out. All right, and then we'll go over to our toys and pets, which we will actually end up logging in to Thorium Brotherhood after we clean this out, as the same account uses is for all the toys and pets is all in 4, so we have to log them in and log out. But anyway, not too good really with the toys and pets. Slacking here, 3,042 gold with only one sale with the Crash and Thrash and Roller controller, which actually I need to get back on top of farming those. Kind of been slacking on that, so I don't think every realm is actually even posting those toys, because we haven't been hitting it to get hitting those rares to get those items. But anyway, 3,042. We'll add that in here and clean it out, and then log this one out. Actually, that's going to be the only difficult part without actually having the keyboard, so we might have to switch the keyboard just for that. So that's okay. Alright. And Thorium Brotherhood. Put that back on. Here we go. That's loading in. We'll go ahead and go over their high value transmog on Thorium Brotherhood. Hopefully we have some stuff over here. And hey, we actually do. It's not the best. It's pretty sad for high value transmog, but hey, it's better than the zeros they've had, I think, the past 2 weeks. I think it's been something like that. 950 gold with 2 sales. And both of them are saltstone belts. For both those items, so yeah, still better than a 0, I guess, but it's pretty sad still. All right, 950 gold, clear that out, and then we'll go to their low value bank tune here, since it responds here to the clicking. All right, and actually low value did better than high value. At least we got something here. 8,533 gold with the lust breastplate, so not too bad. Again, still better than zeros, and it did better than the high value transmog. So we'll take it. Again, you know, they don't get as much loot as any of the other groups, and they are low pop realms, so they do somewhat have an excuse, but still, it's nice when you do see sales in them, because, you know, we've seen them actually sell stuff for a lot more than the other realms do. It's just sometimes you see zeros. Alright, so we got 10 items sold for their materials, which they're just on the back end of the Proudmoore groups. It's going to be similar items. At almost 42,000, 41,920 gold. Again, Primal Water, 95 of them for over 16,000. Primal Water again, 18 of them for over 3. Primal Air, 27 for over 8. Essence of Water, 16 for over 1,000. Primal Water, 9 for over 2,000. And again, Essence of Water, 17 for over 1,000. And one last Primal Water, 41 for over 9,000 gold. So not bad at all. At least we're getting some material values in here. It's better than it's hopefully going to be better than last week with the materials. The materials weren't too bad, I guess, last week, just not our highest. But anyway, we'll go ahead and clear that out, and we'll switch over to our last bank tune, which is Thorium Brotherhood Toys and Pets. And they got a big fat 0. So they did get some transmog sales this week, but no pets. And I think last week it was the other way around. They got 0 with the transmog, but they actually had some pet value. So it really kind of defeats any kind of purpose there. They still ended up with a 0 somewhere and just not that much value. I see. Well, last week, I mean, they did better. Actually, they did better last week than they did this week. Last week they had 25,000 for Thorium Brotherhood, and this week it's only gonna be like 9,000 gold. But anyway, guys, that is it for the first 2 groups. Let's go ahead and cut the video, and we'll come back with Thrall and Warmrest Accord, and of course, as always, last with Emerald Dream. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, so we are back, and we are now on Thrall and Warmrest Accord. And first up, again, high value transmog for Thrall. And we've got 2 sales at 17,409 gold. We've got the First Mate hat again, but sold for a lot less than it did on Proudmoore, which is kind of surprising. Only 15,000 gold, where we had like 50,000 gold for it on Proudmoore. And then one of the Aboriginal loincloths for 2,000 gold. That's actually, I think, the lowest valued one. But some of the other loincloths they usually sell for a lot more, which I was kind of mentioning on stream the other night. I wanted to kind of farm those again and actually do the one where you get the Essence of Undeath as well. Because, yeah, I definitely need to get some of those up on some of these realms. But anyway, let's go ahead and put that on our sheet here. Still better than Thorium Brotherhood over there, so can't be too mad at it. And then let's look at their low value transmog. See what we got here. We've got 21,908 gold with 9 sales. Let's see, we've got one for over 9,000 gold here. Again, Time Worn Shadowtooth boots. So those Isle Thunder items selling really well. Might have to go back out there here soon. Cloak of Entropy for 8,000 gold. Hopefully I said that right. And that's about it. Another one for over 2,000 there. Ember Silk piece. But really, those are the only 2 pieces really worth mentioning about there. Really nice to see those higher sales with the low value stuff. Alright, we'll clear that out. And then let's go ahead and take a look at their materials. And they should have like volatile stuff, because I was doing the volatile earth farm with this group. And yes, we got 4 stacks sold for 93,852 gold. So almost 100,000 there. Really nice there. Ember Silk Cloth, 3,530 of them for over 3,000 gold. Fall to Earth, 2,648 for 26,000 gold. And then Primal Fire, that's right, we were actually doing the Primal Fire farm too. I forgot about that with this group. 239 of those for over 43,000 gold. And then again, another Vault to Earth stack, 185 of them for over 20,000 gold. So not bad at all with those 2 farms. So yeah, really nice there. We'll go ahead and add that in. 93,852. Alright, and we'll clear that out. And then we'll switch over to their toys and pets, and hopefully they'll be doing better than the last two groups, because toys and pets are hurting right now. Alright, a little bit better. 47,103 gold with 2 sales. We sold one of the parrot pets from STV. 18,603 gold. And a Sprite Darter hatchling for 28,499 gold. Man, these things were selling for like close to 100,000 gold before. It's just kind of sad they're at like 30. But I've gotten so many, so I'm not too worried about it. With when I was doing the Essence of Undeath farm, because I did it so many times. I really got a lot of them. So I mean, I still have plenty stocked up. So anyway, let's go ahead and clear that out. And we'll go ahead and log this one out, which we will. I did move my switch. We will go ahead and switch these over. To Warm Rusted Cord, because that's who we have on the bottom here. Alright. Alright, oh, I don't know why I waited for that to actually come, or actually I need to load this in, so baby toys, that's right. And then we'll switch on over to high value transmog and switch our keyboard back there. Alright, we've got one sell for 16,418 gold. It's just the Eye of the Flame for 16,000 gold. And really, I don't think we've gotten any, too many high value pieces up on this realm recently. We were getting a, decent amount because we were pulling, or when we were doing like golden pearls, we were getting a lot of those like epic items. But here recently, my epic drops have not been great. So we really haven't been getting much to actually supply them. I mean, they still have a few, and we still have like one Skull Flame shield left because we looted 2 one time at the farm there, the Golden Pearls farm I was just talking about. I couldn't say it. Anyway, yeah. So we still do have some, but it's a lot less than I think like the other groups are actually posting. So we might just need to get them some more high value transmog pieces. But anyway, still one sell there, 16,418 gold, not bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at their low value transmog. Hopefully we got some sales here. We do. 3 sales for 5,223 gold. The Manual of the Strong Anti-Venom, 1,500. Ironhide Breastplate for over 17. And Axe of the Legion for over 19. So not the best, but not the worst. Still looking better than Thorium Brotherhood at least. We'll go ahead and clear that out. And then we'll look at their materials. And we do have some sales. Let's see, 12 sales at 13,727 gold. We were actually doing some wild vine farming the other night if you caught it during stream. So we got some wild vine here. 10 of them sold for over 5,000 gold. We still have these Breath of the Winds. They're selling slowly. We still have a good amount of them though. We actually sold 138 Greater Internal Essence because the guys actually hinted to me that I shouldn't actually vendor the weapons and I should actually disenchant them. So that's what I did, and this is what came of it: 4,000 gold for 138 stack. More I've gotten from the vendor, so good. Black Pearls, 197 still left from the Golden Pearl farm. 197 of them for over 1,800, and then those quest pieces, we still had some of those left. The actual blue ones right here, 4 of them for 1,400 gold. So not bad, not bad. We could have had a lot more. As you see, we still haven't sold all the Wild Vine. We still have some Breath of the Wind on these on this bank alt that hasn't sold yet, unfortunately. But it will come in time, so it's okay. All right. Go ahead and clear that out. And now it's time for their toys and pets and see how well they did. And one sell. So toys and pets are really hurting this week. 7,333 gold, one sell, and again it's just one of those toys. The Crash and Thrash and Cannon controller. I think the other one was the roller controller we sold on Proudmoore, if I'm not mistaken. So we sold different ones. But anyway, here we go. We'll go ahead and put that on the sheet here. And this is where we'll cut the video for the last group, which is Emerald Dream. And once I get those logged in, we'll take a look. And hopefully they will give us enough to beat what we made last week, because it's not looking, I don't know, it's looking kind of low, guys. I'm not sure. It's going to be close. If anything, it might be close to what we made last week, but actually it's looking like it might even be lower. But anyway, we'll see once we go on Emerald Dream and see how well they did. Alright guys, so here we are. We are now on our last group here as far as our, you know, bank alts go. It's not looking the greatest. So Emerald Dream, hopefully they can bring it home here. High value transmog starting out. 2 cells. That's not really going to help too much. 23,054 gold. Blood Razor, 9,000 gold. And another first mate hat. That's 3 first mate hats we sold this week. So that's pretty cool. 13,000 gold though for this one. So actually this was like the cheapest one. It was like 50,000 on Proudmoore. Wasn't it like 15,000 I think on Thrall, and 13,000 for this one. But hey, you know, they were consistent. We sold all 3 of them, so we'll take it. Okay. Let's go ahead and add that in over here. And 2354. All right, clear that out. We can go ahead and minimize our mailbox now since we switching over. And let's go ahead and take a look at the low value transmog. All right, and we've got 5 cells, but only 3,443 gold. Some really low ones here, and then a Buccaneer's vest for 15, almost 1,600, and schematic for power amplification goggles for over 1,000. So not the best at all. Yeah, they actually had the lowest low value transmogs Cleanout. Not the lowest high value, actually. I mean, they were the second highest, which is really sad to say. But anyway, again, we can minimize that mailbox, and let's take a look at their materials, which again, they'll be the, you know, volatiles and stuff too, possible primal fires because they were, you know, with the Thrall group. But let's see here, we got 5 cells at 65,961 gold. Primal Fire, we sold 50 of them for over 9,000. Primal Fire again, 110 of them for over 20,000, and then 112 for over 21,000. And then the Volatile Earth, we sold for 14,000 for 1,400, and Emerald Silk Cloth 935 for over 1,200. And we actually do have more volatiles to sell with this group. Just unfortunately, we haven't got, you know, we just recently got them up on the auction house, so they haven't sold yet. But anyway, let's go ahead and put that up here, because what I did was I actually switched the group around and made it to where they weren't just the other end where they weren't flying around and stuff. But anyway, I'll go ahead and put that in there and clean that out. And again, we can minimize this mailbox. And then our last bank tune, Toys and Pets for Emerald Dream. And man, please have some big sales. It's a big fat 0. So man, 2 zeros on Toys and Pets this week. That's not good at all. At least we are in the profit area where we don't have to worry about buying tokens yet, but we are going to have to next week. So we've got that all done. Let's go ahead and pull up our sheet here and see, so you guys can see where we're, you know, we're looking like. And we'll pull up our calculator as well. Here we go. All right, and we can minimize the one on the other screen over here. All right, guys. So as you can see here, I mean, we haven't added anything up yet, but it's not looking too good compared to, you know, we had 161,000 last week for, you know, transmog, 265. I mean, it's still decent numbers here, but I don't know if it's going to add up to that. And then 196, we're definitely not going to have that with Toys and Pets. This is going to be one of our lowest since we first started, you know, getting sales with Toys and Pets. So yeah, it's going to be rough for us to actually be up there. All right, but let's go ahead and take a look. see where we're at. So 35,855 for Proudmoore with low value, 67,828 for the high. Helps out a little bit. Actually, might be slightly above transmog. I still don't know if it's going to make up for where we're low with toys and pets. 21,908 with Thrall, 17,409, not 408. We need our 1 gold. Guys, it's going to make a difference now. 17,409 for high value, and then Emerald Dream 3,443, and then 23,54 for their high, and then Thorn Brotherhood 85,33, and the big whopping 950. Actually, yeah, we are above it. And then 5,223 Warm Rest Accord low value, and 418. All right, so 200,000. So not bad. Definitely better than last week. Of course, not our best, but still higher than I thought it was going to be. All right, and then we can go ahead and do our total, which is 4,467,549. As you can see, we have had past cleanouts where we've, done fairly well with transmogs, just not recently. But anyway, we'll go ahead and clear that out. And then materials at 53,810, and then 93,852. And we did actually miss like a day of posting or doing anything Friday night. As I mentioned on stream, I was actually in the ER all night, so it didn't do anything at all. So that kind of did throw a wrench in our gold farming this week. But yeah. All right, so we actually did slightly better this week with materials, which I'm actually kind of surprised by. I didn't think it was going to be better. 269, 270, where we were at 265, so about 3,000 gold more. So that's good. It's just the only problem is our toys and pets coming up is going to be really, really bad, and definitely going to be lower. So we're probably going to be in the 500,000 range, somewhere in there. But anyway, we'll go ahead and add that 4,222,832 gold to that, and see our total for materials. 4,492,102. All right, and then we have the sad toys and pets here. 3,042, 47,103, 2 zeros, and 7,333. Yeah. Really bad. 57,478, and we'll add in their total 2,470,820, and then we have 2,528,298 gold. All right, now it's time to actually go ahead and see what we've actually made for the week. See how far behind we are. Right, and wow, hopefully we actually hit, barely over 500,000. Man, that's really sad. We haven't been that low in a while. And I mean, we're just going down every week, unfortunately. So something's got to change. Got to figure something out and get it to where we're getting close to 1 million again. Hopefully this next week we'll have a turnaround. I mean, we do have materials, like the Breath of the Wind. I do have some volatiles that haven't sold yet, so hopefully they'll help kickstart next week to where we can actually see a really good clean out. Because I hate seeing these these low clean outs here. But so far now we've made 11. Oops. Let me just redo that. Let's see, 600 or 527, 369, 11,131,201. So far we've made 11 million. I did it again. Fortunately. Oh, come on, Babypowder. Oops. See, I'm just so messed up with with how bad we've been doing. I'm messing up the adding up everything and clicking off the calculator. There we go. So far we've made 11,658,570 gold. So yeah, it's not the best, not the worst, which means which we can still. I've heard that tokens. I haven't checked them yet because I haven't had to buy them yet. But I've heard the tokens have went up, so this might change as far as the game time cost. But that's what we're gonna go off of because that's how much we've paid so far. So we'll actually subtract from that the 8,800,000 gold, and that brings us in now at a profit of 2,858,570 gold, which that might change given next week when we actually have to buy our token and we see that they're actually possibly more than they were before, because this price is at like 280,000 per token. I heard they were like over 300,000 now. But anyway, now we'll go ahead and do the realms. So we've got Proudmoore at 35,855, 67,828, and then 3,042. So this week we made 106,725 gold on Proudmoore, which is down from last week. And then as far as how much we've made on Proudmoore since we came back, over 2 million now though. All right, 2,032,86. All right, and then Thrall 21,908 and 17,409 and 47,103. The one decent group on pets this week, and way above what they did last week at 86,420. So they actually did step it up. The rest of the realms did not really. And then we'll add in their 1.3 million here, and that puts them at 1.4 million now. So not bad at all. All right, and then we've got Emerald Dream. Oops, definitely we've had a wrong number there. And then we don't have to add the 0. So way below where they were last week at only 26,497. And then they're 944. Can they actually break a million? No, they still are not going to break a million quite yet. Hopefully next week they will break a million. 970,958 gold for Emerald Dream. And we've got Orion Brotherhood, which, you know, they were doing pretty decent, but now they've kind of started slacking off again. 9,483. And then we have to add in their 787, 441, so 796, 924. All right, and last up, we've got Warm Rest Accord at 5223 and 16. Man, really sad with, you know, Warm Rest Accord this week. 418 and then 7333. I mean, everybody really was down this week. I mean, other than Thrall was the only one that was not down. Actually did go up this week. I think that's like one of the first times we've actually seen that, as far as every group being less than what they made the week before. All right, and that puts them at 1,881,296 gold for Warm Rest Accord. So yeah, guys, really sad to see it so close to only 500,000, and especially when we only had like 600,000 last week. The 2 weeks before that we were at like 700,000, and the week before that we were at 1 million. So that means we went 4 weeks now without being at 1 million or breaking 1 million gold. So yeah, we're going in the opposite direction we want to be going in right now. So hopefully I can figure something out and get this turned around. You know, farming more materials, doing something, maybe throwing in some gathering here and there, and just, you know, mixing it up. Maybe, like I said, I've been considering adding another 2 banks to this. That could be a solution too, as we'll have more. That also does create more posting time as well. So that's something to consider as well, because you don't want to be spending all your time posting. It's less time farming and everything is also. But, you know, and I've felt pretty comfortable with just the 5 realms to be posting on. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good number. Any more than that, like I said, I mean, so much less time we actually have to farm. But then again, I could start doing something where, you know, maybe I only post like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, because sometimes I'm missing it anyway. And then, you know, I just farm instead of posting, and that could be a solution too to kind of consider. Me, yeah, there's days that I could be missing sales, but at the same time, I'm getting more farming time in. So I don't know. We'll take a look. I'll try to see what maybe I can come up with. But we need to go back in the other direction, or you know, maybe it's just a bad time for this older stuff right now. I don't know. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the clean out. If you did, you know, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. And you don't miss some of the farm videos. We did finally get a farm video out recently. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Yeah, make sure you come and join us on Twitch, you know, where, you know, you can join me in farms. We can do lax, everything like that. Yeah, maybe you guys can help me with getting this gold thing turned around if you have some suggestions. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you in the next one.